How's it going, boys? Johnny Superb Man here, and it's time for the new season. NHL 15 is out. I got my hands on a copy, so it's time to start up all of the series that we did for NHL 14. Time to turn them over for NHL 15. And up first is the new GM mode commentary. That's right, boys. So I have yet to do GM mode commentary even by myself in this game. This is the very first time I'm in this screen, all right? So we're going to go step by step through all the new features, if there are any, all the new screens. We're going to pick our team. I haven't gone ahead in this game mode whatsoever, all right? So let's get started. Enter GM name. Now, if you guys remember the last, you know what, I'll just put my name. The last GM mode in NHL 14, when you put your name in, you never, ever saw it again. So it was kind of a useless feature to put into GM mode, right? So we'll see if the name Johnny Superb Man, oh, it's longer than 12 characters. Hang on, I'll go just put Superb Man. We'll see if the name Superb Man actually pops up in a headline or a question from the owner or something like that, right? So keep an eye on that. Look for Superb Man to pop up in the GM mode. All right, so continue there. All right, so we have to pick our team here. So we'll just go through all the teams just to show you guys the team salary and the 3 best players on the team. All right, just go through all these teams here. I've already picked the team that I already know what the team I'm going to pick. Usually what we do is we go back from the Eastern Conference to the Western Conference. I wasn't necessarily going to do that, but I have chosen my team, and the team that I've chosen is a Western Conference team. So we just came from the Pittsburgh Penguins in NHL 14. Now we're going back to the Western Conference. All right, here, hang on, almost done. We're almost done all these teams here, just so you guys can see if your favorite team, the best players. All right, back to the Toronto Maple Leafs. And no, don't worry, I'm not doing the Toronto Maple Leafs. We're going to take control of a team that is going to have their first season in the NHL. The Arizona Coyotes, boys. That's right. The Phoenix Coyotes have moved to Arizona, so why not for their first season have GM Superb Man trying to take them to the promised land, all right? The last few teams that we used, Pittsburgh Penguins and the San Jose Sharks, they were more of a team that was already to go. And the team before that, the Quebec City Ace Nordiques, that was the Florida Panthers, they were a team that was on a full-on rebuild. The Phoenix Coyotes, I think they finished with 89 points last year, right? They were above 500. So are they a team that should go into a rebuild or a team that should try to go for that Stanley Cup in year number 1, right? It's a team that, you know, the strategy is not set out in stone right to start like the Edmonton Oilers would be. Or again, like the LA Kings would be. I think the Arizona Coyotes, I got to get used to that. I think the Arizona Coyotes are kind of a tweener team right now. So that's the team that I want to start off for NHL 15 GM mode, all right? So Arizona Coyotes, our top players, Mike Smith, our goaltender, Keith Yandel, the defenseman, and Oliver Ekman-Larsson, our future franchise defenseman, hopefully. The team salary, $58 million, 25 players in organization, and the average age is 28 years old. So, again, that's what I'm talking about. They're in their prime, right? A lot of their players in their prime, especially if the average age is 28. It's not like it's 25 or 24 years old. All right, so the Arizona Coyotes, overview. All right. So this looks all different now. All right. So salary cap on, rules and settings. Let's do all this stuff. Yeah, this looks much different. Authentic cap penalties. I'm going to turn that off. I want every team to just go into the season with just it's like everyone has the same kind of beginning. I don't want would a team like Philadelphia have a penalty right off the beginning because of a guy like Chris Pronger, or Boston because of a guy like Mark Savard? I don't know, but I'm going to turn them off, all right? Auto sign free agents, that's going to go off. GM length, it looks like it's all the same, 5 to 25. Computer trades, we're going to leave that on. Difficulty, superstar. Draft pick ownership, we're going to go to authentic because a team like the Buffalo Sabres, I think they have the New York Islanders first round pick this year, so we'll go with authentic for the first GM mode here. Game style, hardcore simulation. Injuries, look at that. In the previous NHL titles, you would have to start up the GM mode, go to settings, and turn injuries off from in the game already once you started it up. When you're starting up GM mode now, you can turn injuries on or off. Now, I don't know what I want to do with this because it's the new game. I think I want to give injuries a chance. So I'm going to leave injuries on, but it's something that maybe, well, hopefully we can turn it off once we've already started. But I want you guys to comment on that, you know, with the injuries. I want to try them out in this new GM mode, but also if it's too much, if it's slowing down the simulation, you know, if it's too much to handle, we'll turn it off. Salary cap is on. Period length, we'll go to 20 minutes. Trade difficulty. I'm going to leave it to medium because, as I said before, this is the first time I'm in GM mode. I don't know what to expect. Is hard hard unrealistic? Is easy unrealistic? We'll just go to medium, all right? And waivers we'll leave on. I got to be aware of that because I can't get the depth with one-way contracts like I have in the past. But if we don't... Hopefully we don't see any young studs get dropped to waivers. If we do, I'll try to turn them back off. But for right now, let's see how this game acts with these settings on. All right, so quick settings, rules, fighting. Yeah, that stuff doesn't really matter. Advanced settings. Okay, rotate goalies on. Assistant coach edit lines. I'm going to turn that off. Yep. Gameplay version latest. Trade offer. Yep. And where? Yeah, okay. So we're good. And I've also already downloaded the most recent rosters. There was a roster update from September 3rd. That's the one I have. All right, I haven't edited the rosters at all. All right, so that's all taken care of. Yep, back. Salary cap. All right, that's on. And, oh, look, it already says it right there. See that at the bottom? Beside, under the logo of the Coyotes, and then the text that says Coyotes, it says Superb Man. So there you go, GM Superb Man, right there. It does say it. It's already said it once. All right, so let's get our career with Arizona underway. Whoa, what did I click on? There it is, start career. Let's get the career with Arizona underway. Are you sure you want the salary cap on? The system will now fix some teams that are non-cap compliant before continuing. So just like NHL 14, I guess teams that are over the cap, they'll like average out all the caps and make sure that they're under the cap. Turn off salary cap, keep salary cap on. All right, so that's just, that was in NHL 14. I guess it's got to happen. So there might be some contracts that are a little bit less than they are in real life just because the teams, they got to fix, they got to fit them all on the roster. All right, so processing. I'm also very interested to see how quick the simulation is. Hopefully, it's not really long. That would really put a stump in the GM mode. So, okay, this looks much different. First of all, I noticed that they use the whole screen. It's not just that little thing in the middle. All right, sim to the next game. Arizona versus Winnipeg. Calendar. Let's check out the calendar. Let me just see. We're not going to do any simulating or any trades in this video, boys. I want to just go up and down the roster, figure out what our strategy is, and also just show you guys what's new in this game. All right, so you can see the new calendar. Let's do a little simulating here. I'll go up to the 6th. All right, and we'll see how simulate up to this day. We'll see how quick it goes. Let's see. Blah, blah, blah. Yep. Oh, man, that actually goes pretty quick. It's just because of all these settings, but you can just do it right here. Okay. Yeah, that actually, again, maybe it wasn't simulating the games, but that looked decent, and it wasn't slower. That's the one thing. If it's the same speed, I'm fine, but it wasn't slower. I'm not going to simulate up to the preseason, though. I don't want to go any farther because I want to check out free agency and all that stuff, all right? So there's the calendar. What's this? Stat Central? Well, what's that? Is that showing all the teams in the Western Conference? I think so. So Stats Central's right here. So... Arizona Coyotes team stats, player stats, awards. Okay, so we'll just go into some of this stuff just to show you guys what it looks like. There's the team stats, so it's yeah, it's a lot easier to get to all this stuff now. Clinch division title, clinch conference. Okay, so that's nice. So all that good stuff that was there last year. Team stats, player stats. Let's see this now. Arizona Coyotes, that's nice. You can change it right there. All skaters, that's nice as well. There's no stats yet, so we can't take a look at it. Awards, let's take a look and see if they remember the awards for the last... Okay, well, there's some good news. It says previous winners, it's given you 5 in the history. It used to be 4. I want it to be a lot more, but it's given us the last 5 Stanley Cup winners. Hang on, player awards. Yeah, the last 5, so it's given us the last 5 now instead of just the last 4. All right, so there's a upgrade. Even if it's only 1, it's still an upgrade, so that's good news. All right. You know what? Now I also want to take a look at our roster and take a look at the history of everyone's stats. All right, so there's the stats. Advanced day, assign scout, trade players, assign players, optional, hub. Okay, up here, updates. One of the players on the Sharks trading block is Patrick Marleau, which should raise some eyebrows of other teams around the league. All right, so you can look at your activity feed. That's cool. Arizona Coyotes trade, improve, league settings. All right, let me go back to the league just for a second here. League settings. All right, we can take a look at, all right, so I can turn all this stuff back on. Difficulty, I can turn injuries. I can turn injuries off if they're too much. What about waivers? Can I turn waivers off? Waivers, I can turn, okay, so every option that you can turn on, you can turn back off. So if we run into a problem, we'll just turn it right back off. It's not a big deal. All right. So you know what? Hang on one second. I want to make sure I don't lose any of this. All right, that's much better. So trade and improve. Let's go to this. What's manage budget? Resign players, view contracts, and track offer sheets. Let's do this here. Manage. Hopefully it's the same. I'm gonna. Yeah, this is all new for me. Offer sheet compensation. I don't need to look at that. We're not in free agency. Whoa. 262 days until re-sign, 31 contracts ending soon. That's cool how it shows you that, and shows you which contracts are ending soon as well. That's kind of cool. And at the bottom, it shows you the cap. So we have, $12 million under the cap. Retained salaries. Well, all right, we have none, and I think that's when you trade somebody to another team and you retain like $1 million or $2 million, whatever it is. So it'll show you right there. Pending RFAs, pending UFAs, unsigned rookies, 8. Okay, so that's good to know. So let's actually click on this and see what this is all about. All right. Oh man, this is all new to look at. Michael Bodker, why is he showing up here? Ends 2015, 2016. All right. So all these guys' contracts are coming up. Can I re-sign them right now? Oh man, hang on. Let's see. Click on them. Can we re-sign them right now? Attributes, statistics, contract info. Can I? No, it doesn't. I might be wrong. I haven't full career stats. Oh, does it show the full? Oh yes, finally. All right, good job, EA. Good job. All right, so let me find something here. Let me find an older player. Let me go to free agents. Yeah. Hang on. This is all just all this new information. I can't find my way around the screens here. Manage roster. I gotta get free agency. Where's free agency? Free agency. There you go. Trade and improve. All right, I want to find an old player and see if it really gets all of his stats for the whole, because that's a big step. Because now a 25-year GM mode, if you draft somebody in year 1, 2, and 3, you can enjoy his whole career. What the hell's going on? There you go. Okay, it just took some time there. Overall, all right, so let's see if Daniel Alfredson is on the free agents. He might just be on Detroit, but there he is. All right, so he is there. So Daniel Alfredson, all right? He's a top 6 forward, player info. If I click down the right stick, it brings me to this. All right, so that all looks fine. Statistics, all right. So this screen obviously shows the statistics for the current year, all right? But if I go to full career stats, let's see this. Oh my God, EA, bravo. All right, everyone who complains about all the things EA does, man, that's fine, you can complain, but you gotta point out the times where they actually do some good stuff as well. And this is a good step. No longer does it only record 4 stats for the players. In GM mode, you have the player's entire career, and when it comes to the award screen, it shows the last 5. So I guess that's the power of the next gen console. You know, you can have a lot more memory in there. So great, that's awesome. That's awesome news. All right, so free agency, there might be some players that we could re-sign here. All right, if we're trying to go for that year 1 playoff run, I suppose. All right. But now what I was doing? Scouting, yeah, free agents. Yeah, let's go scouting. Let's see what the scouting's all about. Okay. All right. So I don't know. It looks different, but let's see if it actually acts differently. So edit scouting assignment. I'll click on this thing first. Let's see what comes up here. All right. So this looks great, but again, it could just be presentation. All right, instead of us just going through Canada, America, it's got a screen where I flip through Canada, America. You see what I mean? It looks better, but let's just see. So I'll go to the OHL, to the O. Time scouted accuracy is A-. Oh, that's cool. It's showing you that there's 199 forwards available, 112 defensemen, and 32 goaltenders. So you can, like, say I'm really going for forwards, maybe the W is the better bet. You know, the QMJHL maybe is the best for goaltenders. I'm sure that'll change, right? But that's pretty cool. I like that. That's how it shows you all right here. I like that. So let's just go ahead with this. OHL. I click on the OHL. Position. This seems the same, and 6 weeks. See what I mean? It looks different, but I think it acts the same. So forwards for 6 weeks. The bottom right, it says assignment duration. So he'll be there for 16% of the season. Longer scouting visits can increase the amount of attributes your staff, blah, 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 blah. All right. Yeah, so I think it still acts the same. Confirm. Yeah. He's out, and it looks better. And it actually updates the prospects right here. So that's cool. If I go, let me just click on these top prospects here. How does it show their stats? Does it actually show what stats they have? All right, so say we're looking at this. You know what? Bring me up Connor. Where's McDavid? Yeah. You know what? All players. Let me get centers. He's a center, right? McDavid. Where is he? Is this alphabetical order? Is it alphabetical order from first name? Yeah, it is. Connor McDavid. All right, there he is. All right, so Connor McDavid, it's already saying top 6 AHL forward for a playmaker, so that's good. So let me try and click on him. Pin to... Oh, you can pin to a watch list. That's cool. So if you find a player, you can keep him in your scouting reports or whatever. So I haven't done any scouting on Connor McDavid just yet. His potential is medium, so I don't think that that's the scouting accuracy. It could be high, it could be exact, right? So... I'd imagine that'll go up a little bit still. And it looks like it'll just show you his stats. All right, but maybe the stars on the stat. I don't know. I'd have to go into the season a little bit. All right, but that's how the scouting works. I don't think there's anything else I can click on. Nope. All right, so that's kind of cool. I like how you can pin a player to a watch list. That seems to be it for scouting. Yeah. Trading block. We might as well go into all this. Edit trading block. Let's just see what it looks like. Do all this stuff. All right, so I got my first round pick up, my first round pick in the next year, and Shane Doan. All right, surplus, and my wants. Let's just see if I put in a want here. Yeah, okay, Jesus, so much to take in. A forward, give me a first line forward. Potential looks like it works the same in the trading block. Like it doesn't say top 6 potential or whatever. All right, so I'll just put in that. Here, I'll go like that. There you go. First line forward. There you go with that kind of potential. Back. Now, how do I click on it? Do I click? Do I right click? How do I look at the? It's because in the old game you just right click down and it would show all the players that would come up. It's not the same in this one. Hang on. Is it something? Remove asset, current picks, future picks. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it doesn't show up like it did in the last game. Maybe these are just for incoming trades. All right, but maybe I could move around a little bit more on that. Yeah, I don't know about that one. It didn't let me click down the right stick and bring up all those players that were in that category. Maybe I just missed it. All right, but that's something to look at. And also propose trade. I'm not going to try to propose a trade right now. All right, but just to show you guys, say, just for example, let's try to go after Sidney Crosby. All right, just to show you like the trading value. All right, so we'll get, let's see here. Yeah, all right, so Crosby's right there. Malkin's trade value is not as high, but remember, don't put your NHL 14 trade value mindset with this. Like, Letang's trade value looks like shit if you apply NHL's 14's criteria to it, but that trade value could be really hard to get. You know what I mean? With this game. So I'll put like a Crosby in there, right? There you go, and let's just see what kind of players. See what I mean? My whole team, like Ekman Larson, his trade value is a little bit lower, so I actually like that. It seems like it's been scaled back a little bit more. Now, when you look at a guy like Crosby, where it's way up there, I put a guy like Sam Gagner, right? There's no chance. Look at that trade value at the bottom, the blue bar. There's no chance. So I still have to work around the trade value a little bit, get some time in with the trades. But so I'm not gonna speculate if it's better or worse. But it has changed. Trading block, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's all that. All right, so it looks like I've covered everything new. Manage budget. Yeah, we've done all that. League updates. Yep. So let's take a look at what we need on this team. Should we be trying to make the playoffs in year 1? I think so. I think with this new NHL 15 GM mode simulation, I want to try and make the what's it called? The playoffs, right? So if we take a look at our roster, hang on, offense. There's our, would you like to keep keeping your lines up to date? The assistant coach will automatically update. No, off. All right, so Bodker, Hansel, and Shane Doan. These guys are listed as top 6 forwards. All right, so I don't know if they would be elite first liners. Korpikoski, Sam Gagner, Martin Erat, Moss, Vermette, Chipchura, McMillan, Klinkhammer, and Crombeen. So again, I don't know what these overalls mean, like if an 86 is a good player or not. We have to play the game to figure that out. Defense, we definitely have some good defenders in Keith Yandel and Oliver Ekman Larson. Offensive defenseman. And these guys are elite. Yeah, these guys are elite. Looks like Ekman Larson might turn into elite. Stone, McCallick, Schlemko, and Murphy. And then goalies. Let's just see the goaltender situation here. Mike Smith, 89. So with an 89 overall Mike Smith, he's only 32 years old. You know, you can think maybe we should try to make the playoffs with that, right? So maybe free agency, maybe a trade to start the NHL 15 GM mode off with a bang. I don't know. Roster moves. I want to try and actually take a look at my whole. Here we go. This is what I wanted. All right. So just like in NHL 14, here's all my goalie prospects, or every goalie that I have in the roster, basically. Does it show the potential from here. No, it doesn't look like it. So McKenna, see this guy? NHL backup, it looks like. All right, Dubnyk. All right, so there you go. I wish it showed the potential here. Maybe it's no roll. No, it doesn't show the potential here, so you can't. It's not like NHL 14 where you can take a look at your top prospects right away. Defenseman. Whoa, hang on. Yeah. Okay, no, we're okay. Defenseman. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hang on. I don't think we're in the right spot. This is roster moves. Where's contracts? Yeah, I need contracts. That's what I need. Let's see. Manage roster. Is it manage roster? Is it contracts here? Edit lines. Roster moves. No. Trying to figure out. I'm assuming that it's the same as NHL 14, right? So that's why contract. Manage budget. There you go. Contracts. All right. Still getting used to it, boys. View contracts. Here we go. List all contracts. That was the one. I was in the screen. I didn't click on. There we go. All right. And look, it says the potential right here. That's what I wanted. All right. So let's go back to goaltenders. All right. So our potential is the starting goalie in, well, actually, yeah, Dubnyk's got a NHL starter. Mike Smith, NHL starter, and McKenna is an NHL backup. Okay, so we'll go through our rosters here. We need to figure out what we have and what we need. Overalls for defensemen. Yandel. Ekman-Larsson looks like he's going to be elite defenseman. That's about it. All right. Yeah, we don't have main roster. There it is. Fucking hell. There's so much here. All expiring in the system. Yeah, we got to go through it. Oh, we have so many friggin' players to go through. All right, top 6 AHL, top 4 AHL, 7th D, 7th D, 7th D, top 4 D for Gormley. So we have a top 4 D right there. All right, and main roster. Yeah, I'll just go through all this, and you guys can, because I can't commentate. I'm still getting used to all this. I can't commentate and go through it quickly. So you guys go through the team here. We need to figure out what we need, what we have. So first we'll go through the main roster. All right, there's all my defensemen, my right wingers. All right, Doan, Erat, and Moss. Doan is 37 years old. Looks like Erat at 83 is listed as a bottom 6. So we only have one top 6 right winger. Left wingers. We have one top 6 left winger. Korpikoski's a top 9, so a third liner. And centers, we have 3 top 6 centers. So we have a little bit too many centers. You know, maybe a guy like Antoine Vermette could be a good trading asset here to get another winger on the team, or maybe a defenseman, right? I don't know. Now, let's go through in the system, just to show you guys again, the overalls and potentials. I'll sort by potentials in the system. Centers, really no centers, potential centers, like bottom 6 forwards. Yeah, all right. I'm looking for top 6 forward potential. Left wingers. Elite. So whoever this guy is, Perlini. Who is this guy? He looks like he's going to be an elite left wing power forward for us. Drafted in the 12th overall in 2014. Max Domi looks like he's going to be a top 6 forward, so that's good. So we have some young potential left wingers. Right wingers. Nope. Not, well, bottom 6. And then defensemen, top 4 in Gormley. And goalies, do we have any potential goalies? Oh, Mark, yeah, I thought we had more than that. Mark Byzantine, an NHL starter. It looks like he's already 76 overall. Burke, NHL starter, NHL backup, and an NHL backup. All right, so there's our roster. I need to, kind of stop commentating and take a look at, you have unsigned players. Yeah, that's okay. And kind of do my own GM mode to get my head around all this. But I wanted to show you guys. And now we can figure out what we need to do with the rosters for the Arizona Coyotes, all right? So I think I want to try and make the playoffs in year number 1, but not by giving up prospects. Like, I'm not trading away that Pierlini guy or Max Domi for a 30-year-old, right? I wouldn't mind giving up an older player that we have for a mid-20 guy that we can hold on to for like the next 5 years. So yeah, we have a lot of different options that we can go with here. So I want to hear your opinions, all right, for the Arizona Coyotes. I almost said Phoenix. The Arizona Coyotes with GM Superb, man. Year number 1, we got to make a splash. We got to show the people of Arizona that hockey's here to stay, and it's going to be the hottest ticket in town. All right, boys, so let me know, and I will see you in the next one.